This is Zach Blake, and I'm presenting my UC 5K event project, Running for Change, and the project title that I chose was A Pledge for Pets. This project will mostly focus on the Canal Charleston Humane Association. This project statement project is mostly designed to raise awareness for the issues that are present in the shelter today and the shelters around the Charleston area as well. Trying to get the community kind of behind common goal, common uh, project idea. Um, a small percentage of the pets that are brought in are actually returned to their owners, and most of them are brought in actually with the owner's knowledge or consent, where they just don't want to take care of them anymore. They've kind of become a financial burden at some point. Goals for this project: basically to widen the pool of volunteers, trying to get more people to participate so the employees and volunteers that are there presently are not stretched so thin. Uh, because of this lack of volunteering, the association has been unable to participate in a majority of the events that they have in the past. Um, So basically, with widening this, you'd increase support for the shelter, whether that be through donations of uh, financial um, donations, financially, resources, or just time. And also, one of the goals is to get local organizations like the shelter intertwined with veterinarian offices and animal hospitals, getting them to work toward common goals, trying to keep the animals at the shelter fed, entertained, exercised, and healthy. For justification, one of the biggest parts is fulfilling the UC LLOs for citizenship. It's kind of getting people involved with the community, working with each other, working to better each other and themselves. Communication. You have to talk with UC reps and organizations reps, trying to brainstorm together and figure out what the best way to move forward is. Creativity is mostly done through problem solving, trying to figure out what the best way is to make the project progress in a timely fashion. Critical thinking kind of is the same as the creativity, just brainstorming, working through the issues that arise at certain points throughout the project. Ethical practice, trying to display what morals you want others to display, trying to be kind, respectful, responsible, do what you need to do to get the project done. Inquiry, you have to obtain info and assistance from outside sources, ask questions, figure out what the best way to move forward is or what the outside sources need that to get this project done. Mission statement, it's trying to impart moral and ethical values, like I said before, responsibility and respectfulness. It's trying to be a goal for all to succeed and trying to better the community as a whole. um, Really, we're just trying to maintain the shelter for future generations as a place where people can go and adopt pets that are lost, given up, etc., pets that need help. And like I said before, the issues present today, like overcrowding and underfunding, are just two of the big ones. Lack of volunteers have all been covered. Now, as part of the plan, the biggest and most important step is gaining support of the UC student body. That is a necessity, and without that, it would bring the project to a screeching halt because then it just wouldn't be able to move even to the outside organizations. Because why would they participate if the school itself doesn't want to participate? And when I say get in contact, I mean with the outside organizations like the Humane Association and the animal hospitals. Get in contact with representatives like Jess Bales, who's the president of the Humane Association, and Eric and Pamela Lee, who are the head vets at the Boulevard Hospital, trying to get people like that to work together towards a common goal, trying to increase the livelihood, better the livelihood for dogs, cats, pets in any way, shape, or form that they possibly can. And through this, we'd be able to bring unity to the community, increase volunteering at the shelter, increase activity to be done in the community itself. Resources, basic, like advertising, when, where, what we're doing during the event, how it'll be done. One of the other big ones is fencing for enclosed areas. It's kind of the association does other outside events, and what they do is they have these sets of portable fencing that can be set up to kind of keep the dogs pinned in a certain area, a place for them to run free and play around. Also would be necessary would be organization stands for reception and kind of filtering in what people are coming, what people are participating in the event, etc. Another big one is transportation of said resources, which would require volunteers, vehicles, just donating time, doing what you need to do to get the project done with. And the biggest constraint would probably be the tentative meetings with representatives, trying to get them to all come to agreement on certain advancements in the project, trying to make everybody happy with what's going on. Another big one is participation. Like I said before, if people in the UC student body aren't willing to participate, then the community's not going to get into it. The outside REISs, outside organizations are not going to get into it. So that's one of the big ones. Lack of participation would be a big constraint.